Welcome to my YouTube channel Luxury Legends. The 2025 Volkswagen ID. Buzz is more than just a car. It's an emotional revival, a symbol, a bold and nostalgic leap into the future of mobility. It taps into one of the most iconic designs in automotive history and infuses it with the latest in electric technology, smart functionality, and modern comfort. It's not trying to be just another family hauler or another EV. It's carving its own lane, and people are paying attention. The original VW Microbus wasn't just a vehicle, it was a cultural moment. Surfboards, flower power, cross-country road trips. It meant freedom. And with the ID. Buzz, Volkswagen wants to bottle that same spirit and serve it to a new generation. The difference is, this time, it's electric. Fully electric. And that changes everything, from the way it drives to the way it feels inside. At first glance, the 2025 ID. Buzz looks like a concept car that somehow made it to production. It's got those rounded edges, that wide stance, and the unmistakable two-tone color options that instantly scream classic VW. The front end is smiling. Literally. With its big LED headlights and glowing VW badge, it feels welcoming. Approachable. There's nothing aggressive or overdone. It's clean, confident, and cool in a way very few modern cars can pull off. It rides on Volkswagen's MEB platform, which is the same architecture that underpins the ID.4 and other electric VWs. But here, it's stretched out. In the US, we're getting the long wheelbase version only. It's roughly 10 inches longer than the European model, measuring about 195 inches in total length. That means more space inside. More room for passengers, more room for cargo, and more room for creativity. The design isn't just about looks. It's about function. The flat floor and squared-off roofline make it incredibly practical. Big windows mean excellent visibility, and the sliding rear doors make entry and exit super easy, especially in tight spaces or parking lots. It's clearly been designed with families in mind, but it doesn't scream minivan in the way traditional vans do. This is a vehicle that parents will be proud to drive. Inside, the ID. Buzz feels open and airy. Thanks to the electric architecture, there's no transmission tunnel, so the cabin floor is flat from front to back. The seating position is upright, giving you a commanding view of the road, and the dashboard is clean and modern with a floating center touchscreen and a compact digital gauge cluster behind the steering wheel. The main touchscreen measures 12.9 inches and features VW's latest infotainment software. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus over-the-air updates to keep the tech fresh over time. Thankfully, Volkswagen listened to feedback on previous ID models and made major improvements. Touch sliders are now backlit, and the menu layout is more intuitive. It's easier to find settings, adjust climate controls, or change driving modes without getting lost in endless submenus. There's also a big focus on sustainability. The seats are wrapped in recycled materials. The trim is vegan-friendly. Even the paint is low emission. Volkswagen says they've worked hard to make the ID. Buzz a responsible product, not just a fun one. And in 2025, that matters more than ever. Seating is flexible. The second-row seats slide and recline, and the third-row seats can be removed if you need extra cargo space. Total seating capacity is 7, but buyers can also opt for a 6-seat configuration with captain's chairs in the middle row. There's also the option of fold-flat seating, which opens up the back for hauling bigger items. It's not quite a cargo van, but it's close when everything's folded down. And the space isn't just generous, it's smart. There are hidden cubbies, modular storage solutions, and plenty of USB-C ports throughout the cabin. Kids can plug in their devices, road trippers can keep their gear organized, and drivers get the benefit of thoughtful design touches like a center console with removable bins. Even the front seats swivel in some trims, creating a lounge-like atmosphere when the vehicle is parked. The available panoramic roof is one of the coolest features. Not only is it massive, but it uses electrochromic glass, which can switch between clear and opaque at the touch of a button. It helps keep the cabin cool on hot days and adds an upscale, futuristic feel that passengers absolutely love. It's little details like that that elevate the experience beyond just being a practical EV. Under the floor sits a 91 kWh battery pack, powering either a single rear motor or a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup. The rear-wheel drive version puts out 282 horsepower, while the AWD version jumps to 330 horsepower. That's more than enough to move this van with authority. It's not meant to be a sports car, but thanks to instant torque and smooth acceleration, it feels quick. Volkswagen claims 0 to 60 times in the low 5-second range for the AWD model, which is impressive for a vehicle of this size. Range varies depending on configuration, wheels, and driving habits, but Volkswagen estimates between 260 and 280 miles on a full charge for the US model. That's in line with competitors like the Kia EV9 or Rivian R1S. Charging is just as important, and the ID. Buzz delivers here too. It supports DC fast charging at speeds up to 170 kilowatts. That means a 10 to 80% charge in about 30 minutes. Perfect for road trips or quick top-ups during errands. On a level 2 home charger, you're looking at about 8.5 to 9.5 hours for a full charge. Most owners will plug in overnight and wake up to a full battery, ready to go. And with integrated route planning and charging station locations built into the navigation system, it's easy to plan longer journeys without the range anxiety that used to come with EVs. Driving the ID. Buzz is a unique experience. It doesn't handle like a van, it handles like a smooth, quiet crossover. The suspension is soft but controlled, soaking up bumps without floating. The steering is light, which makes it easy to maneuver in urban settings or tight parking lots. And with the quiet nature of the electric drivetrain, road noise is kept to a minimum. It's calm, composed, and incredibly easy to drive. One of the standout features is Volkswagen's IQ drive system. It includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. There's also an available hands-free highway driving mode, which combines multiple driver assist features to take the edge off long drives. You still need to pay attention, of course, but it's a big help when you're covering serious miles. Volkswagen also offers a surround view camera system, parking assist, and automated emergency braking. Safety is clearly a priority, and the ID. Buzz is expected to perform well in crash tests once official ratings come in. Between the tech, the visibility, and the solid build quality, drivers can feel confident behind the wheel. Cargo space is generous, even with all 3 rows in place. Behind the 3rd row, you get about 40 cubic feet of space, more than many midsize SUVs. Fold or remove the rear seats, and that number jumps significantly, making it perfect for hauling camping gear, sports equipment, or even furniture. For weekend warriors, it's a dream. For fans of customization, Volkswagen offers a range of accessories. Roof racks, cargo organizers, even ID. Buzz branded gear. There's also talk of aftermarket camper conversions, with early concepts already showing up online. The flat floor and modular interior make it an ideal platform for van lifers, and it wouldn't be surprising to see this become the next big thing in the EV adventure space. One thing buyers will notice immediately is the reaction the ID. Buzz gets on the street. People wave. They take pictures. They smile. It's one of those rare vehicles that sparks joy just by existing. Kids love it. Boomers love it. Even people who don't care about cars stop and ask questions. It's a rolling conversation starter, and that's not something you can say about most modern vehicles. Pricing hasn't been locked in yet, but estimates put the base model in the mid-$55,000 range, with fully loaded versions pushing $70,000. That's premium money, but it's in line with similarly sized electric SUVs and vans. And with federal EV tax credits potentially available, that price could drop significantly for qualifying buyers. It's not cheap, but it's not out of reach either. For that price, you're getting a vehicle that's practical, stylish, efficient, and unique. You're getting a piece of automotive history reborn for a new era. And you're getting one of the most conversation-worthy vehicles on the road today. The ID. Buzz is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a mindset. It's about rediscovering the joy of driving. About finding freedom in the journey again. It's a reminder that cars can still be fun, still be different, and still have soul, even in the electric age. As more EVs flood the market, it's easy for them to blur together. Same silhouettes, same interiors, same promises. But the ID. Buzz doesn't blend in. It stands out. Not because it's loud or flashy, but because it dares to be different. And in today's world, that's worth celebrating. Whether you're commuting to work, dropping the kids off at school, or heading across the country on a summer adventure, the 2025 Volkswagen ID. Buzz is built to make every trip feel a little more special. It captures the essence of what made the original microbus so beloved and brings it into the future with style, sustainability, and a whole lot of personality. So if you're ready for something new, but with a heart rooted in the past, the ID. Buzz might just be your next ride. It's not just another EV. It's a cultural reboot, a rolling smile, a modern-day icon, and it's here to make driving fun again.